supporting that squad. And a clash of styles here is Japan, an undersized team that rely heavily on speed and athleticism. They tried to shoot the 2-ball at a high clip. It hasn't worked out today, but they still managed to string together a couple of victories. The Gangaroos, they are athletic and strong. And here we go. Soa getting things started. Layup not a make, but she's bumped in the process. So a foul and Mila Soa to the strike. This squad has found incredible balance with Soa driving to the basket, Maley and Whittle doing their work, and then Hank a force in the paint. Miyashita, difficult shot off the mark. Will gets it cleared. There's Hank. Good hands by Miyashita, though. That is a jump ball situation. And will be rewarded to the defense. So the Gangaroos will retain possession here, but Miyashita, undersized as she is, breaks up that play and makes sure Hank can't get an easy score. Gangaroos still up by 1. Maley all by herself. No one home for Japan. 2-zip. Takahashi to Miyashita. Drops it off to Tsurumi with a beautiful pass and a beautiful finish. Japan now on the board too. Maley. 2-women game with Hank. Hank flips it up. No good. But she is fouled. And Hank secures Australia's third point. Takahashi on the move. Takahashi, difficult shot, no good. Rebound traced down by Maley. They try to get it to Hank. She's double teamed, so Whittle has to shoot it. Another offensive rebound for the Aussies. There's Hank. Hank forcing it up, gets her own rebound. And the strength of the Aussies shines through yet again. Mid-range pull-up for Miyashita. Hits the back of the rim. There's Hank trying to two. Hadn't seen that all tournament. Katsura now. And Miyashita misses a point-blank layup. And now has to deal with Whittle. Katsura breaks up the play. Katsura from range. Maley no good, but fouled. Third foul in Japan. Katsura comes in there and just smacks Maley in the arm to earn those points from the free throw strike. Tsurumi to Takahashi, drains the long-range shot. This is Japan's bread and butter. They want to get a win. They need more of that. Maley muscles one up. Reset here for the Aussies. Fourth foul on Japan. Pick and roll action. Soa and Hank. Soa flips it to Hank. Hank is open. Working on those offensive rebounding stats again, but this time can't finish the play. Now it's Katsura's turn in the post. Into Tsurumi. And another 2-ball down for Japan. Fans in the crowd are loving it. This team with their speed, if they can get that shooting touch unlocked, they are unguardable. Hasn't happened in a lot of games this tournament, but I'll tell you, if it does, they are very tough to beat. They got the speed, they got the footwork, they got the chemistry. And again, if you can add a sprinkle, just a sprinkle of twos in there, although this helps. Miyashita. Backdoor cut is snuffed out. That is a kickball. Big miss there, but another rebound. Undersized team like Japan has to secure those. Takahashi, no, but another offensive board. Now it's Miyashita on the move. Forgets the Wilson. Whittle with it. Meili, no. So the Aussies are being driven away from the basket by the Japanese physicality somewhat. Katsura looking for space, give and go action. Takahashi again, and Japan is unconscious. The deuces are wild in this one. Japan up by 4 with efficiency on offense, shooting that 2-ball at a high clip. Timeout. Kangaroos are going to have to figure out a way to guard the arc, although this balance that Japan has struck with some scores inside is going to make that difficult. They can't sell out on the ones. They have to guard both. Soa, no. Whittle with the board. There's Meili tracing down a rebound as well. Again, the Aussies not very efficient from one, but they'll make sure to finish the plays by getting offensive board after offensive board. And no, mate, get that away. Six minutes to go, and Japan in possession. Tsurumi with the fake, but not the make. Can't have them all. High post look now for the Kangaroos. They get it to Meili. Meili on the drive, pulls up for the mid-range. Hank again with the rebound. The size advantage for the Aussies is real, but Japan's fighting. Three Japanese women to the ball every time the rebound's had. Incredible. Takahashi looking for space. Tsurumi flips the pass and it's broken up. Good hands by Hank. Good read. Soa. Whittle. And Australia fight themselves back. 4-point deficit down to 2. Tsurumi looking to change that. Another 2-ball down for Japan. They're lighting up the Jakarta skies right now. Whittle. Fades. Easy make. That is a height advantage Tsurumi's not going to be able to beat. 10-7, but the Aussies are fighting twos with ones. Miyashita, no. Tsurumi traces it down. Yes. No box like a bad game of Tetris. And the Aussies looking at a 4-point deficit yet again. Meili looking to force the issue here. No room, so Hank's left out there with no time on the shot clock. Katsura dives into the basket. A wild attempt, difficult shot, high arcer, but it still goes down. Five-point lead for Japan now. The Aussies, they're going to have to figure something out here. This might work. Soa bump it and getting that bucket. Now she has to deal with Katsura, though. Katsura with the okie doke. Up and under. All right, Katsura. Footwork. So the Aussies seem sped up. They're going away from the deliberate action that they've used all tournament long. They're just trying to create one-on-one offense here. I don't know if that's where their advantage against the Japanese lies. The Katsura, no. And a TV timeout with a 13-8 score in favor of Japan. They are trying to play the Giant Slayer here. Again, historic matchup, not in their favor, but look at the shooting. Tsurumi with a slight hesitation and enough space to drain that bomb. This is the best version we've seen of this Japan team. And then Katsura, yoink. 3:40 on the clock, and the Kangaroos turning around. Hank is open. They can't get it to her. Lob pass now into Hank. There it is. Here's Miyashita. Takahashi. That's online. That is good. Japan's out here connecting like the magnet trains, and Aussies can't keep up. 15-10. Tsurumi now left open. Sidesteps into a two-ball. That's off the mark. I thought that first shot looked a little bit better. That first look was a little bit better than what she ended up with. But that's why I'm not out there. Under 3 minutes. Kangaroos looking to get back. They're going to need some twos, or they're going to need some scores and stops, whatever they want to do. Hank. Whittle under the basket. And there's Katsura on the cut again. My, oh my, this Japan team's putting on a clinic. Whittle here is pulled down. Will be a foul in Japan. That is number 6. So if anything, that is in Australia's favor. But the Aussies struggling to keep up with that Japanese pace on offense. The shooting touch for Tsurumi and Takahashi. .225 on the clock. Get it to Soa. A look for Mila. back irons. Katsura again keeps going to that right hand close to the basket and is crafty finishing up and over the Gangaroos. Now Whittle loses it. Ball's tied up. Who is in possession? Because the other team will get it here. So Gangaroos possession here. Soa to the basket by herself, up and off the glass. A 5-point game in favor of Japan. Miyashita, no one home. Meili, this is needed for the Gangaroos, and they miss it. Japan's playing at an extreme pace. And Katsura adds to it. 20 points for Japan. Whittle does something back, but Japan's at game point. The way they're playing, this game's about to be over in 5 seconds. Miyashita, no, blocked, but a foul. Meili comes in there for the rejection, but sends Miyashita to the line. And we could be looking at the 6th Women's Series winner of the year in Japan here. Miyashita, and she does just that. Japan pick up a win here in Jakarta. What an offensive display. First ever Women's Series event win for Japan, and they get it done in historic fashion against the Gangaroos that they have not been able to beat at the international level since 2021. Katsura, Tsurumi, Takahashi, and Miyashita pick up a victory for the land of the rising sun.